Start the show with fuck it.
Fuck it all.
I don't give a fuck.
Not
Jay, I
even
don't
a
give
little
fuck.
bit.
Oh, there we go. We back side to side. We there we go.
Cool.
Yeah,
Weird
man.
little technical shit, but fuck it. It's the theme of today. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck everything and fuck everybody. How about that?
1000% I second that.
It's a term of endearment. I don't think anybody should fucking get a titty attack over it. We don't mean it.
I mean,
Well,
if they do, fuck them.
It's a fact. It's a fact, Jay.
People got feelings. Such is life.
Our lack of fucking feelings is beginning to become not disturbing, but something to be studied, Jay. Because every day I'm running out of fucks to give. How about you?
Man, I don't know that I had too many to begin with, but I damn sure do not have any to share with any damn body at this moment.
Fuck it, Jay.
Fuck it all.
Sometimes you just wake up and feel like, who gives a fuck? You know what, Jay? Today's going to be an interesting show, Jay.
I can already tell.
Oh, yeah. If for those who are listening and not watching yet, of course, the visual won't be out for a couple of days. The visual, but the audio, for those who just have the audio, I look like Jack the Private Eye today with a 12 o'clock shadow. I like to give a visual, Jay, just to set the tone of the show. I'm disgruntled.
I feel like the do-rag cancels out the private eye look.
Look, man, I got some nefarious cases on my caseload. That's what the do-rag is for.
It's going undercover in the slums.
I got some pores who hired me so I had to kind of blend in, Jay.
Gotta look like one of them. The have-nots.
That's fucked up. Nah, we can't start the show off like that. That's fucked up. It's fucked up. I'm not. Jay,
here's the thing: you got too much common sense to blend in with the pores. Is not even doable. Like they can sense it on you. It's like there's something off, and it's that you have sense.
Maybe it's the lotion. Maybe it's the shine in my skin that is like, this guy. Yeah, all right. We started off real fucked up.
Hold up. Because I gotta say this. It's the aura of accountability that is completely foreign to them. They do not recognize it, and they are like, "You do not belong here. I don't smell blame on you."
Yo, it's crazy. You might get jumped. You fuck around and might get jumped by the pores if they smell it on you.
That's a fact.
The pores will jump you if they don't smell a lack of accountability. They'll be like, wait a minute, this guy is responsible. Do I smell consistency?
Do I smell this guy discipline? The fuck out of here with that shit.
Let's jump him. You know what, Jay? What a great way to start this off.
Why don't your shoes cost more than what you make?
I had some thoughts, Jay, this week. Some thoughts, man. What the fuck?
I'm here for it.
Yeah. I love how we start the show off not giving a fuck because, I said, it's fuck it. I find it interesting, Jay, that here goes these numbers I'm about to hurl at you. 99%. It just goes with everything. I find it interesting, Jay, that 99% of idiots, 99% of idiots, they want to do it their way, Jay. You ever notice that? Like their way's working. I just don't get it. I'm gonna do it my way. Like your way sucks, man.
they they will insist that they know best, even though they have been failing the entirety of their life. Like, how you think you know how this works? Like, you want to sit there, people want to ask for advice to get in the shape of the that's not going to work for me. How the fuck do you know? You clearly don't know what you're doing, fat ass. Or like, how can I make some money? This. Well, that's not going to work for me. Well, what do you mean, poor? You clearly
Jay,
don't. If you knew how to do it, you would be in a better position, but you're not. You lack the self-awareness to even understand that you got yourself lost and have no idea where you are and still refuse to follow anyone else's directions. You led yourself nowhere.
You want to do it your way. I find it interesting, Jay. It baffles me, man. And that's why I have to throw these things at you for it to make sense to me. Because it don't make sense to me, Jay. How do you want to do it your way? Your way fucking sucks. It always sucked. It never was good. Your way was never good.
See, this is the thing. I say these people are so arrogant with absolutely no basis for it. Like the audacity of you to sit there and act like you know anything, even though you have nothing. This is the equivalent of the kid in class who fails every single test and every single assignment, telling the straight A kid that he's wrong when he tells them an answer or tells him the way to do it. Absolute insanity and complete arrogance, just thinking that you know better, even though you have zero proof of that. In fact, the universe has spent your whole life showing you that you don't know shit. And you just refuse to accept it.
Ain't that some shit?
Insanity.
Yeah. I just wanted to throw that at you. Even before I got into I just had questions, Jay. I didn't even ask you how you was doing. I just had to I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Let me just ask. But anyway. How the fuck are you doing, Jay? How are you doing, man?
I am lovely. I am great. I am amazing. I have zero complaints. How about you, sir? Right. How are we today?
I'm good, man. Always, my weeks are always interesting, which makes life interesting, I guess. If there's no pain, you ain't living. If you don't feel pain, you ain't living, man.
Facts.
What an interesting week. But I think that's not even think. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I have all these introspective thoughts that you help me untangle week to week. And so I will dive into all these crazy thoughts that I've had, and I might get you in some trouble. I'm
here for it, but because fuck it.
I know you don't give a fuck. I thought, Jay. And this is for now. I know that never ends well. I know
this is going somewhere interesting. I don't even know what it's going to be. So I'm just waiting to see how this unfolds.
Yeah, because it's compromising. It's a compromising situation for you because you don't have any idea what the fuck I'm going to say. Which is
I'm here for whatever path opens up in front of me.
Yeah, I was just thinking, and it's for the women, man. Kinda, sort of, yeah, for women. Women, I can help you. We can help you with this little excerpt that we're about to get into. It is extremely important for a woman to be intelligent. Let me say that again. It is extremely imperative. It is absolutely, unequivocally the most important thing you can be for a woman, especially a woman, because a dumb man, you could do a lot of things with a dumbass man. Throw him in a war. He could lift shit. Throw him in the middle of the ocean.
Go dig a hole.
He could shovel. He could fish. He could lift heavy objects. You could do 1,000 things with an idiot man.
Facts.
And I hate to say it, Jay. I'm gonna just look at you. I mean, for real. Come on, we got no. Let's gather this up, Jay. Let's fix the world,
I'm here for
Jay.
it.
Let's fix the world, man. Like I said, I started this off by saying that as a woman, you please. There's nothing, and this is coming from a man. Let's go from the man's perspective. There's nothing worse than a woman that is not intelligent. It's the most frustrating thing on this planet Earth. I don't care how you look. When you could be beautiful, your body could be. That's only good for one thing. For us, and then you wonder why you get used in these certain types of ways if you're not intelligent. So it is extremely important for a woman to be intelligent, because if you are not, there are not too many ways to be used on the planet Earth if you're an unintelligent female, right? Of course, there are females that are super strong, super fast, super can be handy women, I guess, fix shit. But that's few and far between, Jay. If you are looking for a husband, look, stop laughing, man. I'm trying to be dead serious here, and I know you find this amusing. I'm curious, Jay. What do you think? Is there how many ways can an unintelligent woman, where can they go in this world? How many avenues do they have? How many corners of the earth can they scurry to if they don't want to be used as sex? I'm not a sex object. But if you're not intelligent, then what do you do? Now hold on. These women now, they don't want to be mothers. They don't want to clean. They don't want to cook. They don't want to be supportive. They don't want to be submissive. In that case, you would have to be ultra intelligent, which many women are, but there are many women that are not. So for the ones that are not, this is for the women that are idiots.
This is for the dumb bitches.
Yes, there's plenty of brilliant ass women. Okay, let's get that out of the way. This is for women that are fucking idiots. Now, and I'm not saying men are smart. I'm not saying that, because there's a fucking shitload of dumbass motherfuckers just roaming this earth. This is for you specifically, Jay. Where can these women scurry to? Be careful.
This is a fucking hilarious topic, and people get so offended about this shit. But here's the thing. People will say this is misogyny and this is sexism and all of this. This is just plain observations of the world. If you don't want to be, and there are a lot of women with their little feminism thing, they don't want to be wives, they don't want to be mothers. They want to go off and do other shit. So if you're not going to try and be a wife, you're not going to try and be a mother, yes, you absolutely have to be intelligent if you don't want to just spend your life as a fucking porn star or a stripper or a prostitute or some shit. Because exactly what you said, you could take the dumbest dude in the world and say, hey, you work at this plant where we take logs and put them in different places, and he can do that shit. You could take the dumbest dude in the world. Yeah. Paint these walls, do this, right? And this is manual labor jobs. I'm not saying that everybody who works a manual labor job is stupid. I'm simply saying that you do not need to be smart to do a manual labor job. Those are two very different things. But by and large, you don't see women in manual labor fields. So if you want to go out, you got to be a lawyer. You got to be a fucking doctor or a nurse or a real estate agent or something that requires you to be able to think. Otherwise, all you're going to do is go through the world being attractive, and you're going to be a 45-year-old bitch with an OnlyFans, because that's all the fuck that you have to offer to the world. And that is a goddamn shame. That is a motherfucking shame. And here's the thing. If you're a woman who does want to be in a relationship and have a real partnership, and even if you just want to be a stay-at-home wife, a housewife, a mother, take care of the kids, keep the house, if you want your husband to actually talk to you and engage in conversations with you, then you need to be intelligent and able to hold a conversation. Because there are lots of women who are attractive and just dumb as fuck. And again, as we talked about last time, That's a novelty. At some point, the fact that you're attractive loses its luster. If that's all that you have, nobody cares.
Absolutely.
Whoop-de-doo. You're pleasant to look. It's like when you get a new car and it's the coolest car you've ever driven. In a month, you don't care anymore. It's just your car now.
Absolutely.
Same thing.
Absolutely. That's
So
the point I was getting at.
add value to yourself. Be able to hold a conversation. Be able to contribute to something. Even if you going with the housewife mother thing, whatever, you still want to be someone who can contribute ideas to a thing. Maybe I'm a fucking Fortune 500 person. I'm like, this is happening here, and I just want to bounce some idea. Give me some input. Say something useful. Tell me if my ideas are good. Anything. But you can't contribute to any of that if you're dumb as shit. There's no point to you.
Right. So I just want to point out to women that it is specifically important for you to be intelligent.
Yes.
Please. Like we said it 3-4 times, a man could be as dumb as a rock and still do something.
Most of them are.
Most men are. So, and you have that advantage. If you're a smart woman, you have that advantage over dumb as a rock man. But most of you seem to give up that advantage with trying to be a man, trying to be a dumbass man. Why the fuck would you want to be an idiot man? Why would you want to be us? Why would you want to be a man that lifts up cinder blocks for a living?
Yeah, the fuck you want to do that for? You want to lay roofing tiles down? But not, or they give it up trying to be a man, or think that it's not important because they're attractive.
Right.
Ooh, I got my nails done and I have a nice outfit and my eyelashes are long. Whoop-de-fucking-do. If you're not trying to get fucked in a club, that doesn't matter.
That's all we're saying. Like, it adds value to nothing. That over here adds no value. You have to add value.
This is to be clear for everybody who loves victimhood and all that sex. Everyone needs to add value. Men need to provide value, and women need to provide value. Everybody, or they have no value.
Yeah, so we're not singling out women here. It was just a point that I had a thought this week that women, especially women, because I just see a lot of, you go online and you see a lot of dumb shit, a lot of idiotic shit. And there's nothing more frustrating than seeing a stupid woman. It just can't complete sentences, can't complete thoughts. It's nothing more unattractive than an idiot with a
Facts.
wig. So I'm gonna lay it on the line, man.
Nah, this is facts.
Man. None more unattractive. So, ladies, get your shit together, man. Anywho, Jay, I know I started off fucking toxic than a motherfucker.
Nah, I'm here for it. We need all the toxicity.
Yeah. I had another feeling like it's all this week just hearing shit and kind of scouring the room and feeling the room and try to feel what people are thinking and what way are they going mentally. I feel like a lot of people place a lot of value on luck, being lucky or trying to be lucky, whether it's gambling, lottery, just being lucky, just throwing spaghetti at a wall hoping it sticks. Yeah, just luck, man. And I had one person discussing this with one person, and it was like, well, I'm not lucky. And I had a thought. I was like, well, first of all, you can't get lucky on the couch. I've never seen anyone get lucky on the couch. You got to for anyone who's experienced any goodwill or something good happening to them in their life, they had to actually be there for it to happen. That be in a situation or put themselves or work themselves into the situation where the good deed or the good actual thing that it happened to them. They had to actually be there. Well, how do you get there? You know, you put yourself in certain rooms and you put yourself in certain situations and certain relationships for you to possibly have something good happen to you. That's not luck. Um, that's just like you said, and I love this when you said this. When you were fucked up, you were just doing shit. You said you would just do shit.
I just did shit.
You just did a bunch of shit until something happened. That's not luck, man. That's not luck, man. And then conversely, Jay, before we get into your thought, conversely, you have uh to be unlucky. Oh, I'm unlucky. You have to put yourself in a situation to be unlucky as well. Correct, Jay?
Facts.
Yeah, somebody robbed me when coming out the club. Well, you put yourself in that situation. You know, like I'm unlucky. I lost. You know, like those type of. Well, you was there, motherfucker. So if you, it's not. It has nothing to do with luck. You put yourself in good situations. Good things may happen to you. You put yourself in situations where bad things may happen to you. It has nothing to do with luck. I got bad luck, man. I put 100. I put my rent on a horse. On how horse didn't come out. I got bad luck. Yo, Jay, what the like? What are we talking about, man? What are we doing,
man? You know, this reminded me of a thing. I'm gonna take it and circle back to the luck thing. But your last thing reminded me of a thing. When I lived in Charlotte, I knew this dude who was allegedly distributed narcotics, and he drove around in an old Lincoln in a car that looks like the cars that the narcotics dealers drive. And for whatever reason, he refused to wear a seatbelt, and he would get pulled over for not wearing his seatbelt. And a few times he got arrested for his alleged possession of narcotics that were found on him because he got pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt. And this motherfucker swore that the police were discriminating against him.
Yo.
He would go on this long shit about how the police are targeting black people and all of this, and we're set up for this and to fail. It's like, dickhead, you are an alleged narcotics distributor in a vehicle that people drive when they distribute narcotics, not wearing a seatbelt. And you're rude and belligerent to the police when they pull you over. What did you expect was going to happen? This is not, but see, this is the same way that people will view the bad luck thing, is they will do all of this shit. Something will happen. And they say, oh, the world's out to get me. People are racist. Society hates me. It's because I'm a woman. It's because I'm gay. It's because I'm black. No, dipshit. It's because of what it is that you were doing. You attracted exactly what it is that you got. It's the same thing where people will go and walk outside and get robbed and act like, oh, it's because I live in the hood. No, dickhead. It's because you have a $10,000 chain on and you're living in the hood. Why did you wear that there? What is it that you were doing? This is on you, but people are unable to put these things together. I do not believe in luck in the sense that people talk about it, in the sense that, oh, I am unlucky and bad things happen to me just because. I do not believe in that. I don't believe in it in the opposite direction either, that good things just randomly happen. Now, I do believe in luck in the sense that if you do things, if you try, if you make an effort, if you are someone who makes sure that you are always trying to better yourself and do better things, then you will get lucky. Things will come to you when you do things to attract them. So exactly like you said, when I was poor, when I was homeless, I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't know what to do, so I'm going to do things. I don't know what these things are, but they will be something. I will talk to people. I will walk into random ass places and ask them for a job. And you know what? Eventually, one of them gave me a motherfucking job. This is because I just walked around trying to get a fucking job somewhere. But I could have been like most people and just sat there and be like, oh, what is it that I'm going to do? And then nothing would have happened. I would have spent years sitting at a fucking bus stop, looking worse and worse and smelling worse and worse, mad that the universe wasn't just giving me shit. But whenever you start doing things, you get things. Even the people who go and find treasure on the beach did so because they were looking for it with their little fucking treasure thing. It's not lucky. It's they went out and did a
Not luck.
thing and were given a thing in return. But people want luck like just these magical gifts that are randomly given to them by the universe, like Santa Claus on Christmas, which, even if you think about that, isn't what happens either. Your parents buy you some shit. But even if you are the average person and Elon Musk comes up to you on the street and says, I will give you $1 billion if you can find a way for me to make SpaceX more this thing. If you don't know how to do that thing, then you will not be lucky because he's not going to give you the motherfucking money. Conversely, if you are someone who has spent all of your time studying engineering and learning about marketing and whatever the fuck else it is that he might want you to do at SpaceX, if he walks up to you, you will be in a position to capitalize on that opportunity. That is not luck. That is a product of your preparation. And that's what happens when you do these things.
Absolutely. And when you say do things or do more things or be more consistent, I'd like to add on to that. That doesn't mean gamble more.
No,
more
that's
gamble.
Not a thing. That's just that's banking on luck.
Right. Yeah, that doesn't mean more gambling. One day I'll hit. Well, yeah, you'll lose more than you hit, but and if you want to go by the pure definition of luck, you would have to be lucky to win the lottery out of, I guess, 2 billion. I don't know the chances of winning the lottery, but that would have to be. But you still got to get up and buy the ticket anyway.
But so, even in general, I still don't even consider that luck in the way that people do. Because like you said, you bought a ticket. If you go and play the slot machine over and over again, it's not luck that you won. It's just at the time that you got on the machine based that you pulled the fucking little lever a certain number of times. Because the fact of the matter is still, even if you go to a slot machine and you need to pull it 100 times to win $10,000 and you only have enough money to pull it 99 times, then you're not going to get it. So you still have to put yourself in a position to be able to do that, to have that luck.
What if you pull it one time, Jay, and you win $1 million? What's that?
That's chance.
I'm just curious. That's chance. But you still had to be in the casino.
You could say, but here's the thing. You could say that's lucky. But I would argue that the person who wins the $1 million off of a quarter that they randomly put into the slot machine and pull on their first pull is going to fuck that $1 million up and be in a much worse position than they were before they had the $1 million, because they're not going to know what the fuck to do with $1 million. People win the lottery all of the time. There's people who win $300 million and wind up somehow more in debt than when they were poor because they don't know what to do with the money. Like, getting these things is not blanketly good for you if you don't know what to do with it.
I hear that. And I would also even say, even that guy that pulls the lever one time and wins off of $1 or 1 quarter, however much it costs, he still had to go to the casino. He I started off by saying you can't get lucky on the couch.
Nope.
So you got to do shit, man.
The more things that you do, the more opportunities you will have. This is life. You can look at this in a positive direction and you can look at this in a negative direction. If you're out in the streets, the more crimes that you commit, the more likely it is that you will go to jail.
Absolutely.
It works in both directions.
It works both directions. So I'll say get up and do a bunch of positive shit, and sooner or later something positive will happen.
Good things will happen. Even if it doesn't make sense. If it doesn't seem like a thing that makes sense. Yes, go out and do stuff. Go fucking help an old lady carry groceries to her car. Something good will happen to you.
Yeah. And I started off the show by asking you why do people want to do it their way when their way has failed so many times? That brings me to another. I just thinking of these things like I don't know why these people think like just little shit, Jay. Nothing. You know, I can't. It is life changing. These things, these little things I think of as fucking life changing if you alter it.
No, 1,000%. And after this, I have thoughts on that. So,
yeah, man, I got another thing to throw at you. Like, why, people get drunk and high, and they have their reasons for that, and or excuses for that. And I'm not here to judge. I don't give a fuck any way or the other. But I just wonder, like, if you if you're not allowed to, or you're not trusted to navigate the roads or the streets in your own neighborhood inebriated, they'll lock you up. You can't even drive around the block fucked up. How are you going to navigate your life fucked up? How do you so? And that's what I'm hurling at you, Jay. Why do you think just because? Why do you think you get fucked up, whether it's drugs or alcohol or whatever, pills, or even all of it? You think that you can become successful or navigate the labyrinth of life when it's against the law to even operate machinery in this state of inebriation? How do you think? Why do you think that you can make it through life and figure out all these intricate things and nuances of life, throwing fucking one drink away from throwing up? How is that? How do you think that's possible? Why do people think that can happen?
I don't think that they think that it can happen. I don't think that they think that far ahead about it. And they're just going with, well, I had a hard day, so I need me some whiskey now. I had a long day at work, so I need to go hit up happy hour and get this cheap beer because this is what it is that you do. And the vast majority of people, if you look at them, just do what it is that people do. No real thought to it, no deeper ruminations as to why. They just go along with it. Men watch sports, so they watch sports. I'm not saying that nobody enjoys sports. Absolutely, some people do, but I guarantee you that there are a very large number of people who simply watch basketball, football, whatever the case may be, because everybody else watches basketball, football, or whatever the case may be, and they don't want to be ostracized. We talked about this before. There are people who buy certain shoes because they don't want to be made fun of for buying different shoes. They just do what it is that people do. Oh, we get the Jordans, so we wear the Jordans. Oh, we don't wear these types of Jordans. Fuck it. We won't wear these types of... You don't know why. You might like those. I know that everybody's favorite shoe isn't the motherfucking Jordan 1. That's ridiculous. People have different tastes. You like different things, and that's okay. But people are afraid to go against the grain. Like, people get made fun of or looked at weird when they say that they don't drink. Every time I tell somebody that I don't drink, they act like, well, why? What's wrong? Are you a recovering addict? No. I just don't fucking drink. I don't smoke. I don't do any of this shit. People are baffled by this. Like, somehow I'm weird because I'm okay with my mind working the way that it works without some sort of outside substance or assistance or whatever the case may be. And that's the thing. Well, you tell somebody that, well, how do you have fun? Because they've just been told and shown the entirety of their lives that without alcohol, you can't have fun. So they just associate the two and they do it. They don't give it deeper thought. They don't give it any further exploration than that, because exactly what it is that you said, you drink and you could barely even form sentences. What makes you think that this is going to help you better your life? But people don't think about that because people aren't actually thinking about bettering their life. They're thinking of not how can I make my worldly experience better, but how can I make this particular moment more enjoyable? And that is, again, where they fail. In this moment, I'm sad. If I smoke this weed, I'll be happy. This moment, I'm stressed. If I drink this vodka, I won't be stressed. And they just want to sit there and get rid of that right now rather than long term, which creates them a whole entire other problem. I know when I say these things, when you say these things, people will say, well, successful people drink alcohol. Yes, this is true. Successful people smoke weed. Yes, this is also true. However, just because someone does a thing, it doesn't mean that it's the best thing to do. Secondly, the people that people often reference, people will say Snoop Dogg or fucking Wiz Khalifa. Like, you're not Snoop Dogg and you're not Wiz Khalifa. When you get into their position and you want to smoke weed, we can have a whole entirely different argument. But I would argue that the level of success that Wiz Khalifa could have reached is much higher if he was not constantly high. I'm not knocking Wiz Khalifa. I'm not saying he wants to do more. But if you take a look at 50 Cent, who is very famously almost completely sober, He's far more successful than any of the rest of these motherfuckers. If you look at Jay-Z, who is also not a big substance consumer, he's doing better than all the rest of you motherfuckers. If you look at Nipsey towards the end of everything, as he started getting bigger, he said he was giving up the weed.
I'll chime in, Jay. Let me chime in. I'd argue, and I know it's just for the sake of argument, because you not singled out, but you brought up Snoop and Wiz Khalifa, and then not particularly Snoop. But I would argue that Wiz Khalifa is famous strictly because he fucking smokes weed. Let's leave that there. Come on, Jay. Come on now. Some people get lucky. See how we brought that back? Some people just fucking lucky, man. I'm fucking around, man. I hope y'all don't take me too seriously.
I'm here for it. That's fucking hilarious. But here's the thing. Here's also why this will make sense. I would argue that Currency is the much better rapper and has the much better discography than Wiz Khalifa, and he is nowhere near as big as Wiz Khalifa is. Right. So
right.
That's just the most comparable artist I thought of. But this is the thing. Even if we're going with artists, like, yeah, Lil Wayne is a super drug person, or was at one point in time. But I would argue that he would be much better and much farther along than he was if he was clear-headed during it.
Much healthier.
Like, 'cause you got to take a look at people and see if they did this fucked up, if they did this drunk, if they did this high, imagine what they could do sober and clear-headed.
That's such an interesting subject, Jay. It's an interesting subject because I would argue, and then maybe this is fucked up because of the society or who's consuming these records or the artistry. Is it really? Because
here, this is
because some of this shit propels these motherfuckers.
I agree with what you're. See, I agree, and I get the premise, but this is my counter argument to this is Kevin Gates.
Okay, what's the counter argument?
So Kevin Gates came in on all of that other shit, super gangster shit. I smoke, I drink lean, I do all of this. And as he got bigger, he got more sober. As he got more sober, he got bigger.
But, so we don't know the other end. If he would have stayed a druggie, would he have been bigger than what he is now? So we don't know the other end of the spectrum. I would say this, certain personas fit certain people.
This is true.
50 Cent probably wouldn't do as well as a weed head rapper, or it doesn't probably fit his
Cent, but he got one of the biggest debuts of all time. Yes, he had a song on there about smoking weed, but he didn't smoke weed. That should tell you the difference, though, in what people want to hear versus what it is that you need to do. So he was able to make where you go like fucking Diamond or whatever on his shit. He is high all of the time, but didn't even smoke. It didn't prevent him from being able to do that. So if people just want to hear the music about drugs, you can make music about drugs without doing drugs. But can you do the opposite while on drugs?
Interesting. What a subject. That's very interesting. I don't know. If I guess if you say what the collective would want to hear, I guess you can get, maybe you could reach larger scales and success. I know I wouldn't try any of that shit. And going, who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck what you motherfuckers think, man. I'm gonna talk about what I want to do and do what I want to do. Under the realms of the order of the universe, of course. But I like to get back to the drinking and smoking and being able to navigate life like that. And a lot of people, like I said, maybe 7 times out of 10, if you're fucking fucked up out of your mind and you drive a car, you're going to crash it. So if you're driving the vehicle of your life, what do you think you're going to do with that? Fucked up. You're going to crash that motherfucker. You're gonna crash it. So I would say, and here's the thing, man. And we're talking from experience, right? It's not like you've never had a drink. I've had a lot. Yeah. I'm just, yeah. I know, bro. Like we're talking from experience. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking from experience. It's like it just does you no fucking good at all. Like every time I drink, I regret every time. Every time.
So the thing is, I used to smoke. Like,
Mhm.
I used to smoke. Like, I smoked like a half ounce of weed a night. Like, I would smoke. And there is such a huge difference when you are clear headed and that shit is like out of your system, as far as just motivation and moving around and able to my ability to articulate myself, all of these things. Once I got the marijuana fog just out of my mind. And again, some people will sit there and say they function better with it. I would argue that you think that because you're high. Obviously, that's what you think. Crackheads think that their life is better with crack, but that's because they're on crack. This is not
Right.
fucking different. So
Right.
until you have taken the time to work on yourself while you are fully clear headed, then you are not in a position to say what it is that would be better for you or how it is that you operate better. And again, just like you said, you can't drive a car when you're high. What makes you think you can live your life the best when you're high? I know some people get high and go to the gym. Imagine how much harder you would work out if you weren't high. That's ridiculous. All of the shit
Absolutely.
is ridiculous. You don't even, your thoughts aren't even fully your own when you are drunk
Mm.
or when you are high. You don't, I have been drunk arguing with myself in my head and saying different things. Like I sit there, I know I shouldn't be saying what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it
Yep.
because you don't have that same level of control as you
That's,
do when you are
yeah.
sober. And then going with the alcohol, being drunk this is you poisoning yourself. Your brain,
Mm-hmm.
the feeling of being drunk is your brain shutting down from the consumption of poison to try and make you stop when you can't see straight, when you can't form your words, when you can't walk, when you can barely stand up, when you get all lightheaded and the room starts spinning and shit. You start it's your body trying to get rid of all of this shit from your system whenever it is that you throw up. Like your body is doing everything it can to be like, hey, stop doing this. End
Yeah.
this. This is not here. Like the symptoms of being drunk are very similar to if you were to get a concussion.
Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned this on the show, but I did some research. Well, I don't know if you could call it research, but yeah, you could call it research. Why would you research? Why would you research alcohol, right? But come to find out, from what I read, I don't know how true it is, but the word alcohol is from alchemy, and they used to use this shit to like, yeah, they used to use it back in the days for like spiritual shit, like to detach the spirit from the body, like some alchemy shit, and now they use it to, because that's why they call it spirits. They literally say it to your face, spirits. And alcohol is a form of alchemy, and they used it in the church. That's why sometimes in church, the wine and whatever. Um, of course, there's more to the research. I always fuck up research on here. Fuck it, I understand it in my brain. Fuck it, so I don't gotta fucking explain it all verbatim to you motherfuckers. You do your own research, but it does make sense from detaching your spirit from your body. You get all fucked up, and then you feel like you say, you're talking to yourself, like, what the fuck is going on? It's kind of like your spirit is not even with your body, and they used it to do some really crazy shit back in the day. We talking about back in the day, but I just found that interesting. Moral of the story: put the fucking bottle down, put the blunt down, go fucking pick up a dumbbell, and
Drink some water. Go do some
drink some
push-ups.
water. Pick a book up.
Read
Pick
a
a book
book.
up.
Do some
And don't read it
pull-ups.
high. Don't read the book
Nah,
high, man.
sober up and read that shit.
I know a lot of y'all. I met somebody, Jay. I don't mean to cut you off. I met somebody, the real smart cat. He's like, I get high to read books. I don't know why I said that, but he said that, Jay. I get high and I read books. I use my look. I use this one of them third eye motherfuckers. I use my third eye to read books. He
Activate my
imagined.
pineal gland.
Yeah. Look, he smoked weed and thought he was opening up another realm in his fucking skull, and another eye, my third eye. And I read books and I see another realm in the. But man, shut the fuck up, man. Stop smoking weed and read the book sober, man.
This is man, this is the thing that people have. I know that people love to say weed is from the earth. Yes, that's true. That doesn't mean that it's good for you, because you know what else is from the earth? Rattlesnakes. You know what else God made? Rattlesnakes. Go get bit by one of them motherfuckers and watch your whole entire leg rot off. Like this, just because it comes from the earth, that's not a real argument. That's not a real point. It doesn't, like, lots of things are natural and you will die. You know what's natural? Everything in the ocean. Go swim out there and see how that goes for you, though.
I don't know how natural that shit is, though, Jay. I don't know how natural that shit. Because look, Jay, if you go in the jungle, if you go out in the midst of the jungle in fucking Thailand, right, and you just grab a plant, throw it in a fucking joint and smoke it, I'd be like, that's pretty natural. That's pretty natural. I probably can't even really argue with you. Just only way I could argue if you fucking die from smoking it. I'd be like, you just fucked up. You just did some dumb shit.
Still could have been natural.
It's just not. I mean, it's you grab the plant, you put it in there, and you smoke it. You know exactly what you did, what's in it, the ingredients. You just did it yourself. How natural? What are we? Is it really natural? Some nigga named Jamal just sold you a fucking like how natural is this, man?
Yeah. He gave me some completely all natural stuff in the corner of this tied up sandwich bag.
Come on, man. So that argument, I never got that argument, Jay. Oh, it's all natural. It's from the ground.
So is poppy plants are natural. So are coca leaves. These are natural too.
They have to be processed, though, Jay.
But
so
even
if
you go eat a bunch of coca leaves, I'm pretty sure you're going to be fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're gonna be fucked up.
It's natural, though.
You fucking around gonna die, or you might not, or might not be anything. What if nothing happens to you? What if all throughout the whole process or whatever they add into it? What if nothing happens? All right, I got me a raw coca leaf, because if something so diabolical happens, who does that? No one's ever done it. Oh no, it's a lie. You know someone did it. All the motherfuckers in them fields, you think ain't one of them try to chew one of them damn leaves? Well, come on, man. That shit, that shit ain't natural, Jay. Ain't nothing natural about it.
I would actually argue that if weed had all of the benefits that people swear that it does and is as magical and good for you as they swear that it is, it wouldn't be legal.
Bam. 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 What Denzel's saying, motherfucking Training Day, boom. Boom.
Boom. They go through, like, people will sit there and say, yeah, they said weed was bad for you back in the day. Sure, alcohol was worse. So were cigarettes. They didn't try to talk you out of doing that shit, but I would argue they understand that alcohol and cigarettes have only negative benefits for you. And then they tried to convince people that weed was bad so that they wouldn't do it, whatever the case may be. But then they realized, okay, it's not as good. It doesn't have all the magical properties we thought it did, so who gives a fuck? They can do it.
It doesn't open up a third eye.
1,000% argument. If it was as good as you swore it was, it would be illegal.
My third eye isn't open and all that other fucking shit.
Because it's be the same people who will sit there and argue for forever about the pharmaceutical companies and the government is hiding all of this from you and they don't want you to do this because it's good for you and they want to give you this food because it's poisonous and all of that other shit. And they say, well, weed's good for you. Well, why is it legal then?
They can't answer that one, Jack. Oh, they can't answer that one. No, you can't answer that. And you know what, Jay? That's all these fucking thoughts, Jay. All these thoughts that we're just fucking navigating through, and just being in my fucking being in my brain, man. It's fucking. Sometimes it's fucking fun, because right now I'm just like, okay, Dre, I'm about to. I had this equation in my head, like, and I thought I was bugging. My wife couldn't solve it. She couldn't solve it. She was probably little. She's too logical.
She's too
I'm
logical.
I'm logical though, Jay. I'm ultra logical, but you need a little bit of fucked up brain cells to kind of decipher this one, right? And
Okay.
tell me, and I want you to tell me if I'm bugging, right? So I'll paint the vision for you, the imagery, the movie. So I'm on this fucking island with all these creatures crawling around and terrible insects that have chest muscles and thigh muscles and shit.
Buff bugs.
Yeah, these motherfuckers is big, right? But I'm from the hood, as you are, and you've seen a bug or two, right? I've noticed growing up, and I've noticed because when we were here. I'm on the island, and I'm like, we have to call an exterminator, or my wife is like, we got to call an exterminator. I'm like, all my experiences with exterminators growing up is that when they come and they spray the shit and then the bugs come back plus. And I'm like, why? And me and my mother used to be like, why when the exterminator comes, there's more bugs? I don't know why does that happen? That they're supposed to be all dead when the exterminator comes, right? And back in the days we lived in a building, so the building would hire exterminators, but they came like 5 times a year. But then I thought, Jay, if the exterminators really did their job, then they wouldn't have a job. Because if they did the job, then they wouldn't have a fucking job. Why would I have to call you if you did your job the first time? So I say, okay, we're gonna call the exterminator, but my experience is that the bugs always come back and you have to call them back. Oh no. That's no. They're professionals. It's my wife. They're professionals. They're trained to spray. Fucking professional, right? All right, okay, whatever. Fuck it. Let's run with it. I'll run with the regular thoughts. The exterminator comes. He sprays ever so skillfully, with precision and accuracy. He's spraying. I said, "Wow, I can't do that, Jay. His job, I couldn't do that." He's spraying. He leaves. Lo and behold, 2 days later, here comes now more ferocious, bigger than ever. I said, "Hey, wait a minute! Didn't I tell you?" So I said, "What if it's just business, Jay? Is everything just business? Would an exterminator dare come and spray and say this stuff really doesn't work, but they'll have to come us back? Because if it really did work, I wouldn't have a fucking job, right? I would, if I did my job so well around this small island or around this small vicinity or wherever I'm contracted. If you contracted to a building and I got rid of every bug, how the fuck am I going to work? How the fuck am now, Jay? Am I bugging to say that it's the same thing with a doctor, same thing with a lawyer? Same. If I did my job so fucking well, I wouldn't have a fucking job. So am I bugging when I'm saying it's just business? Is all this shit just business, man?
So,
and I won't be mad, Jay. I just need to hear it.
No. So here's the thing. 99, we're going to go with the 99%. 99% of businesses are based solely on solving problems. Whether that be a mechanic, whether that be a doctor, whether that be a contractor, or, the plumbing person, the exterminator, the pharmaceutical people, the gyms, whatever the case may be. Now, certain things, yeah, you can't go to the gym a couple times and get infinitely in shape. So you need to keep going back no matter what. However, with the exterminator thing, it would stand to reason that they can eliminate your bugs for a very long period of time, if not
Yeah.
forever. And with the hospital, it would stand to reason that they can, or they should be able to cure you. But if they cure you, then
Or
eventually they will
prevent.
put themselves out of business. Just like, again, if they teach you everything that's going to keep yourself, like, they ask why are we, taught how to eat and how to keep ourselves healthy and how to take care of ourselves and all that nonsense, right? Because the fact of the matter is, teaching that would eliminate one of the highest income producing business infrastructures in the country. So people need to be sick in order for these things to stay in business. And this is the argument that I make all of the time for people with their depression meds. There's a multi-billion-dollar a year industry who profits off of selling you drugs. And if they could convince you that if you are not happy, you are sick and need pills, then they can also convince you to take pills for the rest of your life, because you can't be infinitely happy. So you will always need fucking pills. So why not just invent things or just call things a disorder? You're tired? Are you sad? Do you not enjoy things the same all of the time? Are you only interested in stuff that you like? You have a disorder, take these pills. How long do I need to take them? Forever. You give us your money for
Mm-hmm.
forever. Period.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing. If you look at, if someone was to design a white t-shirt that always held its whiteness and could never be stained, they would never sell another white t-shirt again after they sold their first batch.
Ah.
If they made a car that never broke down, all of the mechanics would go out of business, the auto shops would go out of business, and eventually the car industry would go out of business because you don't need new cars. If they made your phone that worked for as long as I believe they could make your phone work, they would lose
Mm.
all kinds of fucking money. And we talked before about this, they have a military industrial complex, all of these businesses that branch off and profit off of war. So it is in their best interest for there to be war. It is in the pharmaceutical company's best interest for people to be depressed. It is in the medical industry's best interest for people to be sick. It is it's in the gym industry's best interest for people to be out of shape. But all
Mm-hmm.
of these things are based solely on continued relevance. Like, no one's going to make themselves obsolete. I would actually argue that a large part of the reason that most countries are as fucked up as they are is because if the government was to come together and establish a utopia, they would remove their own relevance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow.
All of these things exist to further themselves. That's why you got to ask whenever you hear certain things. How does this benefit the person selling it to me? How do I need this? Can I figure it out on my own? Can I do a different thing? And would me doing a different thing detriment the person trying to sell it to me? Because again, we could go back, like I said, with the gym. You need to work out forever, no matter what. You can't just infinitely get in shape. So that's something that is kind of mutually beneficial.
But
But that's
you
rare.
could that's rare, and also there's things you could go to the park, you could work out in the house, you could get dumbbells in the house, so you could right. So the gym needs to have you come back. So they have to sell you certain things and they have to market to you a certain way so that
I would argue that's
right,
why they make all of this shit so fucking complicated, and people think that they need to do curls standing on one
right,
leg while staring at the southwest corner of the building, and it's like, it shit is not that complicated. They just overcomplicate shit to sell you shit. It is.
right.
I have this friend he likes gadgets and accessories and shit, and he has this thing for, you got like the little charging port on your computer, and he had a little device that went into it. So say you got a little USB plug. It was a USB plug that went into it, and then you plugged the actual cable into the thing that you put into the drive. And he was like, you should get one of these. I was like, why? He was like, well, because if you keep unplugging and plugging in your USB thing in the computer, it might break off in the drive, and this will prevent that from happening. I said, well, that
Yeah.
sounds dumb. Have you ever had your shit break off before? And he said, well, no, but I saw this thing that I don't want that to happen. I said, okay, well, let's think about this logically. Do you have one for your phone? I guarantee you've plugged and unplugged your phone more times than the shit in your computer. Has that ever fucking
Oh
broken off?
man.
How did you come to the conclusion that that might happen? Well, he's like, well, I saw somebody on YouTube who was talking about it, and he I was like, did he have the little link in his caption? Well, yes, he did. Oh, so he was trying to sell you a thing to convince you to get the thing. It's a creation of problems. Like they had the same thing back in the day with the infomercials where you see some dude trying to slice a tomato with a knife and he can't fucking do it.
Yeah.
It's like the tomato's not that hard to cut. But a bunch of people probably watched that and thought, man, those tomatoes look real difficult to cut. I need those knives. They have been creating problems to sell you solutions to things for forever.
So I'm not bugging.
Not at all.
It's business, man. I'm not even mad at it, dog. Like, yo, I could spray my own shit. I could spray my own fucking poison, man. I don't need you to lug your fucking boots and your Ghostbusters
You
pack.
can go to
like,
Home Depot or Lowe's and buy that shit. $20.
Of course, and that's what I said, but you know, no, it's not like that. I'm like,
man,
yeah, it kind of is like that. It kind of is like that, man. That's life, man.
That's how it goes, man. But I had a fucking goes. I got some bug spray or some little shit and sprayed it around the entire outside of my house, and it was fine. I got no fucking bugs.
You're not an exterminator, though.
No, I'm not.
You're not.
I'm just a guy who bought some fucking bug bingo, whatever the fuck it was.
You're not a professional, man.
No.
Yo, this shit is, it's crazy, man. When you see like to have this level of, or to be able to observe life at this level, sometimes it's amusing. But when everyone else doesn't see the same things, sometimes it's like, you don't think that? Like, you don't think that? Like, because I would do that if I was an exterminator. I would kind of like, I want to call back, so I ain't gonna do my job. If I'm a mechanic,
throw a little bit of sugar water in here and attract some different bugs.
I would do that. I mean, I'm not. I would do that if I'm a mechanic. I'm not gonna fix your car so you never come back. I'm gonna.
Well, that's the thing if you're building a car, because, and this is the thing, it's only the cars. When you look at the cars that last the longest, they're like prohibitively expensive to most people.
All right, it's a one-time
buy. Maybe if you go and spend $500,000 on a Rolls Royce, it will last you. And it won't have the same amount of problems. But not that many people can do it. And because not that many people could do it, they could charge so much money for it. And because they charge so much money for it, they don't need you to continuously buy it.
You notice that things that are a one-time buy are very expensive, or a two-time buy. And I'll give you an example. Like, I went to the store when we was just first moving, and we was looking for like fake plants. I'm like, I get some fake plants, man. I ain't got time I ain't got no green thumb, man. But the prices of a good fake plant wasn't crazy. And I thought to myself, oh, I know why. If I buy one, I don't got to come back ever again to buy another one. That's why.
See, here, you saying that, I would argue that that's why leather is so expensive, because you could go to the store and you could get a pound of beef for $7. So logically, a leather jacket should cost me like $50, some shit like that, right? But you go get it for real leather jacket. That shit is thousands of dollars, because it will last you for the rest of your life, and you're never going to need to buy another one, or you'll only need to buy one more. Go get a pair of true, not Timberland leather boots, leather fucking Red Wings or something. And motherfuckers cost $400 or $500 because they're going to last.
Exactly. I as a youth, I never understood that, why things were more expensive than other things, and I get it now. Because if the least time you have to buy it, the more expensive it will become.
Yeah,
like
that's why a white T-shirt costs fucking $5.
Yes, because they want you got to keep buying them.
Yeah, go buy that shit, wash it, and it's done.
Right, but a good pair of denim jeans, this at low level denim, like a good pair of denim jeans are expensive.
Yeah, you go find some fucking Japanese selvage denim and she's $300, $400, $500, because they will last you.
Easy. That's
because they will last. That's why they
That's why.
cost so much. That's it. And this is no name brand denim.
Facts. Just a good pair of denim. And I never got that when I was never got that, man. Like I'm not paying. Look, $30 for a pair of jeans. I had this one friend. Since we're talking about friends and shit, I had this one friend. Uh, but he was well off. He had this rich girlfriend. He wasn't well off. We was young, and he had this rich girlfriend, and she would buy him expensive jeans, Evisus. She would buy him all these Evisu jeans
I
and
remember those.
red monkeys and Evisus and shit. Yeah, I could. I'm like, man, I can't. I'm not spending no money on that. Like, look, these $50 jeans and these pure players or whatever the fuck that was out at that. Man, look, I'm finna spend this $30 on these pure players, and I'm gonna look just as good as you. And he would say, "Yeah, but how many pure players are you gonna have to buy to my one pair? Yeah, I'm gonna spend $500, $700 on this one pair of jeans. But in the time I will have the amount of time I will have this one pair of jeans, you would have already bought 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 pair of pure player jeans, and I'll still have my one Evisu jeans." And I was like, get the fuck out. Like the concept escaped me at that age. But now at this ripe age of 47, I'm like, oh, okay. And I got this way before then, but I just thought that we should bring that to the audience now. Like, yo, it's business, man. This shit is business.
Maybe that's why they have such a thing. Like, because when I was young, it was like you don't want to wear the same outfit a bunch of times. You got an outfit; it's a good outfit. You gotta go get a different one, right? And everybody fucking pitches that, like you see in all the fucking music videos and whatnot, all of the different outfits, because they understand, because they want people to continuously buy clothes, not just get a pair of some shit and this is good now.
Right. Come back.
Even with the expensive stuff. Because you can I don't know a great deal about them stupid fucking chrome heart jeans, but I would guarantee you they will probably last you for a very long time, which is why they've made it seem uncool to wear it more than once.
Right. Hopefully, man. I
don't know about those jeans specifically, but
right. You know what I do now, Jay? Of course I read the ingredients of my food, but I read the ingredients of my clothes now. Look, what fabric is this, dog? This is $100 and this is polyester. Like, no, nigga, I'm not spending no, like y'all walking around with polyester, $500 polyester blends and shit. Like, no, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck what that shit say. Gucci, Prada, I don't give a fuck. If that shit is not 100% cashmere, 100% cotton, 100% silk, no, wool, 100% wool. Like, these motherfuckers is wearing blends, and just because it got a name brand on it or a patch, they spending hundreds of, quality does not equal a name tag, right? Quality is quality, man. Come on, man. We preaching, man.
I mean, this is a great fucking point. People be walking around with this shit. It's like, this got a name brand. This is Gucci. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what logo is on it. I don't give a shit how much it costs. Is it good and is it nice? Half of this shit is not even fucking nice. Like I said, them chrome heart jeans look ridiculous. With all them stupid little fucking flowers on them. If those are different jeans, those look fucking stupid too. All of the shit, all of this denim tee or whatever the fucking rappers and Lil Baby is telling you to wear now, they all look fucking ridiculous. Like, just get some normal ass clothes, man. Stop trying to buy all this dumb. Like, when I was a kid, yeah, I wanted some Evisus, I wanted some fucking Gucci, I wanted all of the shit. And now I'm like, who fucking cares? Who gives a shit?
I just needed a good physique and a $5 t-shirt, man. Clean pair of shoes, and that's it, man. I mean, man, what else?
This the thing. It be these fat motherfuckers walking around Louis Vuitton down. Like, yeah, your outfit costs $38,000. That's amazing, but you look like shit in it.
Yeah, expensive fits, poor physiques. We say it all the time, man. It's yeah.
Shit is terrible. This is like grabbing garbage and wrapping it in expensive ass paper. Amazing.
Man. Hey, such is life, Jay. I stole your fucking quote.
Such is fucking life.
I'm gonna actually name a song after that. I gotta throw you. I'm gonna show you. Such is life, man. What a fucking song title. Even the album. That's a good title for something, man. Such is fucking life,
Facts.
man. I mean,
Such is
um,
life.
I had somebody tweet me in it earlier today, and I kind of bookmarked this tweet. I thought it was interesting. No, it's not crazy. I'm not gonna.
Okay, there's about to be some wild shit.
No, it's not crazy. No, it evoked some thought. That's all.
All right, I'm here for it.
I mean, next time I'm gonna. That's a good idea. We're gonna show. I'm gonna grab some crazy because I get tweeted crazy shit.
I get saying
But this
crazy
one's
shit
not
too. I'm gonna
crazy.
start taking that. We gonna
Oh
start. We
yeah,
gonna start fucking. We gonna start going through this shit.
yeah. Did you get some death threats?
Oh, okay.
I think.
Hold on. So somebody sent me. I don't remember specifically what it was, but it was some crazy shit. It was a whole bunch of insults and some shit like that. And I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck? So I was like, look, people, whatever. I need more of this shit in my life
yeah.
because
You
I
posted it.
enjoy
Yeah,
the hate. And I shared the
yeah.
shit. And some dude responded to it thinking that I wrote that to him. And I was like, what? I didn't even understand the premise of it. So he thought that I wrote an angry ass message, I guess, and sent it to myself and then posted it to my story for him to see. And the reason I know that's what he thought is because that's what he told me. And then he said he saw another video I made on the Explore page that he knew was sent to him or directed at him. And I'm like, what the fuck are people? But these are the
This
things
shit
that people
crazy.
think. I actually get a very surprising number of messages from people who think that I'm making videos about them.
Especially for them. You are though, Jay. You are.
And I'm like,
They feel
I
it
don't know
as
who the
you're doing
fuck
your
you
job.
are. I mean,
You're doing your job, dog. When people feel like you're specifically talking about
Oh,
them,
yeah. If you think
you're
I'm
hit.
talking to you, yeah, I'm
Oh
absolutely
yeah,
talking to you. If I say
yeah.
something
That's
and you
what.
feel like it's
Yeah,
about you, it is. You're offended
yeah.
because I am correct, and this is
For
absolutely
sure,
about you.
for sure.
1000%.
That means you are whatever you're doing is fucking working. That's what the fuck that means.
1000%. Yes. If this shit offends you, it is about you. However, I still don't
found that fucking.
specifically know who it is that you are.
Yeah. And I found that interesting that I read I'm like, damn, this person's upset. This
Mad.
person's upset. Found that interesting. But yeah, no, this tweet is just something I read and I found, and it made me think of something interesting. The person went back to one of my older rhymes. I think the song was called Sinatra's Demons. And I'm just,
That's a dope
uh,
name.
yeah, you know how I am with these titles, man. You know
Facts.
how I am with it.
Yeah, you be killing the titles.
Yeah, you know how I am. So yeah, the name of the song is it's a song that maybe came out like 2-3 years ago. Single, not much fanfare around. I just threw it out there. But this shit I was talking kind of crazy on it. And one of the quotes he said, this quote kind of spoke to him when I said, I'm so recluse, I only talk to myself and I give him no excuse.
Hold
So I
on,
said,
we haven't even done that for a minute. Hold on.
Wow.
We need the gunshot for that because that's a bar.
Yeah. I'm so recluse that I speak to myself and I give him no excuse. He said that. And I found that, I was like, yeah, when I wrote that, I remember writing that and I was like, yeah, man. Yeah. And I thought that made me think of a thought. And I'm like, damn. If you are, and we talk about this, if you've spoken about this, not at length, but you did mention this a couple of times about people who hold on to their shortcomings. I'm an introvert. I'm this and that. Oh, I can't. I'm antisocial. I can't do this. But there are people
I'm type A.
Yeah, there are people who are better at some things than others. I'm not. I'm to myself, right? But that's not a detriment. I don't use it. You know what I mean? It's not gonna. I don't. it's not to the point where I'm going to fucking ruin my life, right? But I am what they call introverted, and I hate those fucking titles. But for lack of better, for the sake of the argument, I'm going to say introverted. Um, so if you're, but I know how to speak. I could be social. I'm not a fucking weirdo. I can go out and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, I don't know. He's talking to me. Ow, ouch. It
What do I
hurts. He's
do
talking. Yeah, like,
in
no.
real life?
Yeah. I enjoy my alone time more than others. So let's say that. Fuck the introverted title. I enjoy my alone time more than maybe another person. And I thought, if you are such a person like this and you chose to lie to yourself, that could be detrimental. That could be devastating if you're a person who doesn't like human camaraderie or speaking to others or just want to be off to yourself and you lie to yourself. You don't hold yourself accountable. You don't speak to yourself and say, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" You're not if you don't if you're going to be like, "Oh, I'm just an introvert," and you're not, and you're there lying to yourself and, "Oh my god, I can't do that cuz I don't speak to people." You're a fucking idiot and you're destroying yourself. Yeah, I like to be by myself, but guess what? I don't lie to myself. And I like to be by myself because other people don't hold you accountable. Most people don't hold you accountable. So I'd rather be by myself because I'm the one who holds myself the most accountable. That's why I like to be by myself. Because no one's gonna be like, "Yo, Rand, what the fuck are you doing?" No one's gonna do that, Jay. So I'd rather be by myself. And not to ramble, but I seen a picture of an old picture, like 5 years ago, 5, 6 years ago of myself. And yo, it's horrible. And I said, no one told me. No one said anything, Jay. Like no one, you could tell I was fucking, I thought I was having a good time. I'm fucking drunk. I'm fat, face all bloated. I'm inflamed. Everything bad. I seen it in my face. I seen it. I'm just like, and I thought to myself, no one said a word. No one said a word. Okay, this is why I like to be by myself because I looked at myself in that photo and I said, my life has to change, but no one else did. No one else seen it, or no one else said anything. So guess what? I'll be by myself. But if you're going to be by yourself and lie to yourself, what's the point?
I think despite the fact that people love to say that they're introverts, most people actually do not have the skill to actually deal with truly being by themselves. Very few people can tolerate their own company, which is absolutely wild to me, because if you can't stand being by yourself, then you have no business being around other people. You don't even think that you're pleasant enough to spend time with. So why are you putting that on another motherfucker? But for the people who do sit there, I don't like this as a label, introvert. I'm using it because this is y'all word. I would be considered an introvert. I stay to myself. Right. I mind my business. I go places by myself. I do things by myself. I don't want to talk to no motherfucking body.
Right.
But I don't believe that I can't talk to people. I talk to people when I need to talk to people because I'm not a fucking weirdo, because I'm not a fucking dumbass who sat there lying to myself, telling myself that I couldn't do a thing. And that's the problem when people will say, well, I'm an introvert. When you say you're an introvert, you're also saying that you can't be extroverted. You're saying that you can't do these other things, and you're using it as an excuse to stay in your little comfort zone right there. You could still be an introvert and be outgoing. You could still be an introvert and be outspoken and talk to all kinds of people and be able to hold conversations with strangers and all of that shit. Because I do it all of the fucking time. I don't want to talk to these motherfuckers, but I can talk to who the fuck ever, when the fuck ever. Because again, I'm not a fucking idiot. But when you sit there, you just tell yourself that you're all of these things. All you're doing is like all of these labels that you put on yourself are boxes. And all
Mm-hmm.
boxes have walls, and all of these are limits. So all you're doing is sitting there trapping yourself in your little funky ass area of where it is that you're used to being. And people will sit there and act, well, the world's not designed for ADD people, or the world's not designed for introverts. Okay, well, fine. So go fucking do something different and stop expecting the world to mold to you to make you comfortable. It's up to you to figure out how to navigate life. It's up to you to figure out how to be able to be at your job on time. You can't sit there, well, I can't be on time because my ADD gives me time blindness. That's fucking retarded. You're an idiot and you're fired. Go home then and take your little drugs and sit in the fucking corner and be a nobody. Or stop fucking lying to yourself and set an alarm clock. You get the fuck up when it goes off and leave your house at a decent time, dipshit. Like there's no disorder that's preventing you from doing that. That's retarded, as are you. But I don't believe in labels in any sense of the word, because all of this shit is telling you. It's like the same people who will go and be like, well, I'm an alcoholic. Why are you calling yourself that? Why are you telling yourself that you're addicted to something? Why I'm a drug addict? Why are you saying that? Do you do drugs still? No, then you're not a drug addict, dumbass. If you don't drink, you're not an alcoholic. Who gives a fuck what you once were? You don't have to be that thing for forever. But as long as you keep labeling yourself that, then you're always going to be that, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Not because you can't change it, but because you believe that you can't change it, so you're never going to do anything different. And people love that shit, and they limit themselves, and they put themselves in stupid little boxes, these little corners. Exactly what it is that you said is they're fucking themselves, because you're lying to yourself, because you're trying to give yourself an excuse for not doing something that you're going to find difficult, which ironically makes your life incredibly fucking difficult, because now you gotta go through it doing some shit that you hate, being somebody that you don't want to be, and settling for your dumbass existence because you didn't have what it took to go out there and talk to somebody, or not keep telling yourself you're a drug addict like a fucking retard.
Yeah, and the extra point to that, and what I was really trying to hammer home was, yeah, like you said, you I hate the word, I hate the label, but will you use it for the sake of argument? Uh, I think we're both similar in the fact that we stay to ourselves, and we enjoy staying to ourselves, and I love being in my own head and coming up. Then this is why I come up with a lot of interesting ways to look at life, and observations, and lyrical anecdotes and metaphors and all this shit. Because I'm to myself, I don't have time. I see clearly. I don't have a bunch of voices in my head. And hey, man, you rap about being in the club and this and that. You should look at life like this. Or I don't have a bunch of opinions, right? I don't have there's no opinions. I get to think for myself now, which is great. But that doesn't mean I can't converse. Like we get that. And that was for me anyway. The point of doing this show was was to kind of get out of that shell of, yo, dog. I could speak in a public platform, and be okay, and kind of break out of the chains of being uncomfortable, right? Or comfort. Like, oh, I'm comfortable not doing it, so it makes me uncomfortable doing it, but fucking I'm gonna do it anyway, because that's what the universe told me to do. So that's what we're doing. But if you're gonna be by yourself, or someone who enjoys being by themselves, and you lie to yourself and say, it's just 30 pounds. It's just one drink. It's just one blunt. Just a couple hours I sit on the couch. I don't have to go and do, like, if you're gonna be that, you might as well just get some friends, dog. You might as well
Some
just
actual ones,
somebody.
not the
Somebody, go get
enablers
somebody.
that most people call friends.
Yeah, go get somebody to talk to, man. But for people like me and Jay, and people like us, I don't necessarily need anyone to talk to. Especially if it's a bunch of nonsense. I need useful information, and I don't get that from a lot of people. I get on this platform with Jay. Yeah, I get on this platform with Jay, that we speak once a week, and that's the conversation I have for the week with anyone. It's crazy. I don't have anyone. It's my week. That I enjoy it. I don't have anyone smart to talk to. I talk to my wife. That's all. I just talk to my wife. She's the smartest person. I get to talk to her, which is great. Then I'm like, okay, I get to talk to Jay. Sometimes you need a male, you know, opinion and voice, and you want to kind of go back and forth with that. Other than that, Jay, it's just no. And where's the intelligence out there? It's just not. I just where's the creative intelligence? Where's the ability to think for oneself? Like, yo, just the innovative thoughts, and like, oh damn, I didn't even think of that. Like every time I talk to you, I'll be like, oh damn, it's a crazy way to look at that particular subject. I look at it one way, you looked at it the other way, and I still understand your aspect of that said subject, and it's fucking. I love doing that, but you don't get to do that with many people. You just don't.
Well, because most people cannot formulate their own thoughts about something. It's just like if you say something that is not a popular opinion, so many people will sit there and well, where'd you get your degree? What studies have told you this? Like, motherfucker, none. This is what I think. I looked at this thing and I processed in my brain what I thought about it, and then I put this thought out into the world. I think this thing. I did not get a degree. I did not need a bunch of random ass people to tell me that it's okay to think this thing that I think. I don't need permission to have these viewpoints because I can think for myself, unlike the vast majority of people. And this is what they don't understand when they sit there and defend this shit. Like, no, that's critical thinking, asking about it. No, it's not. It is looking for permission to have ideas or perspectives. Because, I mean, we've talked about this before. I don't give a fuck what your studies say. I think certain things, and you could give me all of the studies in the world, and I disagree. That's fine. No, I'm not a scientist. No, I'm not a fucking physicist or a PhD candidate. That's fucking fine. I disagree. I disagree that your qualifications mean anything. They don't to me. I don't give a shit. Give a fuck how long you studied. If we was, well, I've been a behavioral therapist for 10 years. I don't give a fuck. I disagree with you.
I don't give a fuck.
And I do not agree with this whole entire, this is all this stupid ass shit of, how can you disagree with the expert? Because I fucking do. Are you saying you disagree with science? Yes. If science says the thing is the opposite of what I'm saying, yes, I disagree with it then. I think the things that I think. Whoop-de-fucking do. And if more people did that, this is what people don't understand. If more people did that, we would be in a much better place. Because this is how people get misled, is taking so much, people will accept, this person has a degree and said this, and they just think, okay, well, therefore it must be true. This person is a scientist and they said this, so therefore it must be true. At some point in time, you have to sit there and be able to say, this doesn't make sense to me. I don't care.
Jay, we did bring up that most 99% of all of this shit is just business anyway. So if a scientist says one thing and a doctor says one thing and an exterminator says one thing and a mechanic says one thing, they're experts, but it's business. So it would behoove them
to say the thing.
Yes.
That's the thing that people don't understand. Like, you have to sit there and look and say, how does this benefit me to say this? Like I said, what did I say the other day? I said, it's about fucking depression is whatever. Depression is a choice. If people were like, well, these people say this isn't true and neuroscience and all of this, that's fine. All of them get
it behooves them to say that.
Exactly. But you got to look at the other direction. I don't get any benefit from saying this. Nothing really. I don't get anything. I don't make any money because I say this. It's just what I think. All of these things are just the things that I think. You agree with it? You don't. That's fine.
That's fine.
I think this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not. But I don't care.
But how about kind of adhering to experience also? I mean, just saying a bunch. Yeah, right. So like I started off by saying, Jay, that I grew up watching exterminators not get rid of the problem. Time in and time out. Every fucking time. Again, this last time, they didn't get rid of the problem. The problem escalated. I knew it would because it always did. So why am I bugging when I say I don't maybe want to do that again? Oh no, they're experts. Wait, hold on. I just seen them fail. I've seen them fail my whole life. Why should I continue to do this? And that's the point I'm trying to make, Jay. Why do
But
people continue to do something that's not working?
this is the problem that people have here is people will throw out completely their own experiences, their own thoughts, their own beliefs because they were told that an expert told them the opposite. And I think we talked several episodes ago about the conformity experiments thing where they would have the little different lines and
Yeah.
other people would say the lines were a different length, so they would go with it because most people are afraid to not be
Mm,
accepted as part of the group, and people are afraid of what will happen if people disagree with them. Like I say a bunch of shit all the time, and a bunch of people attack me for it. And then someone will always say, "Oh, this isn't going the way that you thought." I don't care how it goes. This is still the thing that I think. You get 8 million of you could pop up here
oh,
and tell me that I'm wrong, and I'm still going to think the same
I-
thing at the end of it because I am not you. I am not afraid of people disagreeing with me. I am happy to stand on this unpopular opinion, but most people are not, and they back off of the shit. This is how everybody wound up getting canceled for all of those fucking years. If people would have got mad when somebody said, like with Kevin Hart, he made a joke about his gay son or not wanting his son to be gay or whatever. People flipped out. If he just
mhm.
would have stood there and say, "Yeah, I said it," and the fuck what? Then nothing.
For
You
what?
can't do anything now. This is just what it is.
Nope.
I doubled down on everything. So, but I've used this before. I brought it up a few times probably, but it was a thing with the Skittles where it was a few years ago where people were talking about all Skittles taste the same. People ate Skittles their whole lives, read that, and thought, oh, all of these Skittles
Maybe,
taste the same.
maybe they're right. They don't. They don't.
I have eaten Skittles my whole entire life. I know that's bullshit. I know that these
They
Skittles
don't.
taste different. I know I don't really like these purple Skittles. And it's not because my brain told me that, because normally I like grape shit. I just don't really like grape fucking Skittles. I know these taste different. And I don't care if the manufacturer of Skittles tells me that they taste the same. I
Doesn't
taste
matter.
these, and I know that these do not taste the same. Fuck you.
Yeah,
We
your
can sit here and argue
experience.
with this for whatever. I don't care.
Your experience with the Skittle is that they taste different.
And
That's it.
this is the thing too. There's people who will say your experiences aren't evidence. And if that is not slave thinking, then I do not know what the fuck is. Like the idea that you could sit there and stand there and say your experiences are not evidence. How fucking influenceable, how leadable, how programmable are you to sit there and say that you are willing to ignore what you have witnessed with your face to be true because somebody told you that it was not true? Absolute
Incredible.
fucking insanity. And people will sit there and they argue about this shit for forever. I'll say that we'll go back to the thing with depression. I said the thing about depression. There are a bunch of people who'd be like, yeah, I was depressed and I did everything he said. Then I felt fucking fine. And people were like, well, that's not true because science. And what are you talking about?
When you talk like, oh my God.
I'll say the
Yo,
thing I'll say the addiction shit. If you're an addict, it's because you've chosen to be an addict, because you chose to consume substances. This is not a disease. People are like, well, all the scientists say it's a disease. I don't care. What disease made you go to the store and purchase alcohol? What are you talking about? You did that, dumbass.
maybe it's bad luck, Jay.
Yeah,
Maybe bad luck.
my
What do you
bad
think?
luck made me buy this heroin from this guy on the corner and do
Yeah,
it.
it's a little bad luck.
Poor me.
Yeah. Yeah, look. It's incredible, man. It's incredible the way you people think, man. Yeah, I say you people. The way
All
you
you
people
people.
think.
Take
All
it
you
take
people,
however
man.
you want to.
I don't care no more, Jay. I don't give a well, I never did. Well now I'm letting you know. Not you, Jay, but the world. I don't give a fuck what
Nobody
any of
cares.
you think. I don't think there's a very minute percentage of the world where I would probably respect their opinion or listen to their opinion nonetheless. I just don't think many people are intelligent. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of articulate idiots that say a whole bunch of stupid things great. That's pretty much the gist of it. That's what I would sum up what I hear, what I see. People articulately saying a
Saying
whole bunch of dumb
bullshit.
shit. Yeah. So yeah, man. That's why uh, I believe game within a game. This is important. Sitting here talking with my guy Jason Lamar, who is the Yoda of this shit. Um, Probably one of the greatest to ever do it. I know this is not even a thing yet, but fuck it, I'll just
It
throw
is
that
the thing.
moniker
People
at
just
him.
don't know it yet.
Hey, say that shit. But if you want to go by what's going on today and who's doing it today, I'd put Yoda against anybody and just and walk away. I don't even have to watch the game. I don't got to watch the game. I just could just walk away, come back, and collect my money. Um, that's how I look at this thing. Uh, we are unique thinkers. We are critical thinkers. I hate the word critical. I hate using words you people use. I hate that
Yeah, you
shit.
people fuck everything up.
You fucking up you fucking up the fucking human language. I don't even
All
like
of it.
using this. But yeah, let me name this. Let me name this episode, man. I'm gonna name this just business.
Mm,
It's just business, man.
just
Uh,
business.
it's just no. It's just business. It's just no. Just business. Just business.
Just business.
Because yeah, because that's how I'm starting to look at everything, Jay. Everything is just business, man.
All of it. All of it. Oh, man.
Everything, Jay.
All of this. If
Everything.
people understood this, politics, the news, fucking
Everything.
stories, the fucking
Everything.
sickness, everything that happens,
Everything
it's all just
is
business.
business. War.
All of this shit
Is
is business.
business.
Period. All the wars, all of the propaganda, all people being deported, business. All of
Business,
it.
man.
Every single bit of it. Elections,
Everything. It's like, what can you think of that's not business?
nothing.
All right, then, man. It's either
All of it.
it's either you in business or you are consuming all of it.
And most people are consumers. And what's crazy is most people think that they are smarter than that. They think that they have
They're not.
seen past the veil while still participating fully within the confines of the system that they think they're smarter than. All of the people, all of you sitting here arguing about your Democrat, Republican, your left, your right, your Trump, your Israel, your fucking Russia, all of this shit. None of you are talking about things they don't want you to talk about.
It's just
Understand
business.
that. You are meant to participate in all of this if you are participating in all of this, which is why we left it be.
Yes. Yes. We just don't feel the need to talk about that certain type of business. It's just business, man. Once we looked at it and said, yeah, nah, this kind of is coming off. It's not important. It's not important whatsoever. You're consuming. It's something to consume, and I don't want to consume that anymore. I don't. Yeah.
This is why we're sitting here focusing on the one and only thing they don't want you to focus on, which is bettering your
Yeah.
own fucking life.
Yeah.
All of
And
this
to
shit
think for
is
yourself.
designed to make you not better your own life.
Yeah.
So you have too
Yep.
much going on.
Yep.
There are people who will sit there and say, how are you happy with all of the stuff going on in the world? Fucking ridiculous. Focus
That's
on your life.
crazy. What?
Focus on your fucking life.
That's crazy. You said that. When people say that, first of all, it's just a fucking phrase, man. That people regurgitate these things and say these phrases. How could you say that with everything going on?
Like, what are you talking about? What does that have to
How,
do with anything?
well,
What does
how could you
wars
eat?
overseas have to do with me doing push-ups?
Well, how can you eat?
Like,
you
how
sleep
can
with
you
all of this?
not?
Thank you.
What are you
Thank you.
talking about?
Thank you.
If you feel this way, it's because they want you to feel this way.
That's it. And now
I guarantee more good shit happens in the world every day than bad shit. But there's a reason you only hear about the bad shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy you said that because I read this quote and I found it to be true, man. Fear goes viral. Not the truth. The truth that doesn't go viral. It'll never go viral. It doesn't even get heard. Truth will never get heard. fear.
Sensationalism.
Yes,
Negative
fear will go by.
sensationalism.
Yeah, you gotta spin that, man. You gotta spin fear. You gotta spin the negativity, um, and that's where we at, man. But not here, man. Not on game within the game. We are here to kind of improve your not kind of to help you improve the way you think on a day-to-day basis. Help you yo, people underestimate observation. Uh, you have to be, if you're a high level observer, you're winning half the battle, man. You're winning half the battle, man. Just all you got to do is just look.
That's
Just
it.
look and listen. Just look and listen. Then observe it, and then analyze it.
If you are somebody who can objectively look outside, you can get ahead of 99% of people in the world. If you truly sit there and look at things, if you truly look at the fast food places and you see who's there, you will understand you don't want to go there. If you truly look at the gym and see who's there, you will understand that that's where you want to go. When you look in the neighborhood and the habitats of the poors, look at those people there and look at what it is that they are doing and don't do those things. Go to the nice part of town and look at what their shit looks like. Look what it is that they're doing and do those things. If you can objectively observe the world, you can thrive in it.
Yes. I will leave it there, Jay. I'm glad we're back. And we are back. I gotta say this before we're out. Um, we're fucking real good at this shit.
Facts.
I love what we got going on, and we will continue.
Facts.
With all the hiccups and all the it doesn't fucking matter. We're doing the universe's work. We are part of
Facts.
the universe and part of the natural order. So we got to
Facts.
restore the order. We got to restore that order. So game within a game, the Oracle and Jason Lamar, the Yoda, signing the fuck off.
Bitch.